Ash, can you see this?
I've never seen anything like it.
Alien, directed by Ridley Scott and released in 1979, is an incredibly effective science fiction horror film due to its straightforward approach to story structure and characterization. To keep the audience locked into the story, and in a sense trapped in the starship Nostromo with her crew, it was important to keep the film as grounded as possible. The more realistic the film, the scarier it would be for the audience. In keeping with its straightforward approach, Alien follows a classical three-act structure. In this, it does not try to do anything experimental. If it had used a non-traditional approach, it would have likely disrupted from the film's suspense. Additionally, there is so much that is fantastical that goes on in the film that it needs a more traditional or classical structure to act as a counterbalance. In the first act, the audience is introduced to all the characters in the film, the protagonist, the antagonist, and even the cat. Though not initially seen, the effects of the alien, played by Balaji Badejo, are present right from the very beginning. Throughout the second act, the crew and the alien battle for survival. In the third act, the conflict is resolved with Ripley, the Nostromo's pilot played by Sigourney Weaver, blowing the alien out of the escape shuttle. Continuing with a straightforward approach, Alien uses a strictly linear narrative style. There are no framing devices, flashbacks, or bouncing forward and backward in time. While it may have been possible to use a non-linear style, it's really not needed. A strict linear approach is more effective as events unfold for the audience just as they unfold for the characters, thus adding to the audience's sense of being trapped in with them. For the same reason, the narrative uses a classical, omniscient, and objective point of view. Again, just like the possible use of a non-linear narrative style, a first or third person point of view could have been used, but it would have detracted. Regarding genre, Alien clearly fits into science fiction and horror. The film certainly fulfills a science fiction convention of a futuristic, fantastical, and technologically laden environment. As far as horror goes, Alien certainly has its monster and its dark, scary places. It is certainly adept at being frightening. As far as what phase Alien comes into with the science fiction horror genre, it's clearly at a refined stage. Yes, science fiction horror is a hybridization of two genres, and in that sense it could be considered Baroque, but this hybridization really stands apart from all other hybridizations. Alien is nothing less than a masterpiece and represents the pinnacle of science fiction horror. It is such a refined masterpiece that other filmmakers in the same genre hearken back to it and strive to meet that level.
Listen, you don't know
notice how they never come down here? I mean, this is where the work is, right?
Well, it's the same damn reason we get a half share of their one. Our time is their time. That's the way they see it.
No, but listen,
Same old shit, man.
But I think I know why they don't come down here. It's because of you. You don't have no personality. What they want now is going on down here.
You happen to be in my seat. Can I have a seat?
Just go ahead. Sorry. What's happening now, baby?
Well, some of you may have figured out we're not home yet. We're only halfway there.
What?
Mother's interrupted the course of our journey.
Why?
Yeah. She's programmed to do that should certain conditions arise. They have.
Like what?
Seems she has intercepted a transmission of unknown origin. She got us up to check it out.
A transmission? Out here?
Yeah.
What kind of a transmission?
Acoustical beacon. It repeats at intervals of 12 seconds.
SOS.
I don't know.
Human.
Unknown.
So what?
We are obligated under Section
I hate to bring this up, but this is a commercial ship, not a rescue ship.
Right.
And it's not my contract to do this kind of duty. And what about the money? If you want to give me some money to do, I'd be happy to, oblige.
That's right.
Let's go over the bonus situation. We never talk. Let's talk about the bonus
Sorry,
situation.
can I say something?
Let's talk about the bonus situation.
There is a clause in the contract which specifically states any systematized transmission indicating a possible intelligent origin must be investigated.
I don't want to hear
We
it.
don't know that's intelligent.
I want to go home and party.
Parker, will you just listen to the man?
On penalty of total forfeiture of shares. Money.
You got that?
In keeping with the grounded, straightforward approach Alien takes, the acting goes more to the naturalistic and low-key. There's nothing in the acting that would seem to be a personification by any of the actors. The actors inhabit their roles in a naturalistic fashion. They don't play their roles in the manner that a character actor would. They play it straight. In terms of staging of and distance to the characters, it's often very straight on and close in. The frequent use of close-ups is used to enhance the sense of claustrophobia and being trapped on the ship with the crew. Getting close up and personal with the crew also increases the intensity of the actors' naturalistic performances. Continuing with the straightforward approach, the use of high and low camera angles is reserved, and what is used is not overt. There are occasions where low camera angles are used, for example when the alien attacks Lambert. But otherwise, the camera angle is kept relatively flat to make the audience feel like they are part of the crew's circumstance. In Alien, the grounded, straightforward approach is used to counterbalance the fantastical elements of this film. This is done with a classical linear three-act story structure that uses an omniscient and objective point of view. This is reinforced by the naturalistic performances of the cast. It is through the use of this grounded realism that the intensity is enhanced and is what makes Alien the truly frightening masterpiece of the science fiction horror genre that it is.